welcome to the Indie Nerd Collective podcast. I hope everyone had a great set of holidays, whether it was, what the hell's the pagan one? Whatever the pagan holiday is, or Christmas, or Hanukkah, or I guess for the very select few that celebrate Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey everybody. Happy New Year's. Happy holidays and Happy New Year's to everybody.
That's right.
It's
Happy New Year's to everyone. If you've got a resolution this year, I hope that part of that resolution is to watch more anime and read more manga and manhwa, because that is what we will be doing and focusing on this year. We do plan to do a few more, or start a few video recording sessions for reactions to anime. So we'll try and keep up with the stuff that's coming out this year for you guys. I have been practicing. I did do a little bit of binging the past couple days that I had off from work. Watched season 4 of Overlord, and then I don't know what the hell else that other anime was. I watched another full ass anime. Well, I'll have to search it later. But on the menu today, we got a little bit of some good New Year's habits that we can pick up on, loosely related to
okay.
whatever. It's just some good shit. Doesn't matter. And then we've got a lot of free talk time. We were looking to have a guest, but we won't talk about that one. Anyways, have you watched anything recently, Ray?
Outside of the stuff you've been streaming lately, not too much. Uh what was it that you was streaming the other day? Returner's Magic? Is special? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That's one of the ones I watch. I binged. We binged. I binged most of that. I know you were watching that with me for a little bit there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I gotta say, it was pretty good. Followed the manga very closely. You know, that first episode, the opening and ending theme was amazing. Then they did the switcheroonie on us, and I was like,
yeah, yeah. They snatched that ending from us real quick. They're like, nah, they can't get used to this. We're taking it away from them. And then they gave us
yeah,
like the softer ending. I was like, huh, all right,
yeah.
that's all right,
Ever since
guys.
Pram and them came out, no, I'm playing. I'm playing with you, Juice. I'm playing. But no, it was pretty good. I liked it. You know, I haven't been watching anime in a while. I haven't seen anything new, and that was like the first new thing I've seen. I was like, okay, it's good. The animation was nice and crisp for the first time. For the first time, you notice if it goes any longer, it get like 3 seasons. By the third season, that animation, if it's good, will be very very sharp.
Well, let's hope so, because the
Yeah.
beginning animation that I saw so far, it was all right. I thought it was a little bit weird that they did like the rainbow hue on their hair every now and then
Mm,
to change the
yeah.
colors, and then I did notice by like the last couple episodes, like it was the animation started getting a little bit rough.
Yeah.
That was just me. Like, I understand towards the end of a project, you're usually crunched for time and whatnot, so they might have cut a few corners here and there. I'm not saying it was anything bad, but
Mhm.
when you're spoiled by animation from Mappa in regards to Attack on Titan, and then you're looking at Jujutsu Kaisen
Oh
animation,
yeah.
and so just
Oh yeah.
some of the other animation that you've just grown used to what do you call it, experiencing in the anime world. You just kind of like have a specific standard that you assume all other animators and the people behind these products and works of art are going to adhere to, or even have the ability to adhere to, because we all know that it's always the fucking boardroom people that are messing it all up for us. They just want to
Yeah.
go put that shit out as quick as possible and collect their money. Meanwhile, like, these artists are fucking literally dying at their desks, and they don't have enough
Yeah,
time to actually give us the nice, clean, crisp animation that people are begging for.
like I don't know what needs to happen, but like all the animators from like the '90s anime and stuff, they need to be making a comeback and like advising stuff. Like, hey, all right, we need to have some rest here, and then you need to do this, to tighten up. Take your time with it or whatever. The things comes out in like 2 years. All right, that's just been the norm for me. You read a nice, good manga, and if it's really good, 2 years later, you get the anime, and the anime didn't suck, and it wasn't never rushed or anything like that. It's like you give up something to get something else. I do not want an excellent drawn anime if it's risking the lives of other people. I can
If
I
it's
can
risking the lives of other people, it's not even going to be well drawn. That's the thing.
no, and it's just never going to work because so much negative emotion is going into the project. Tired, desperation, and whatnot, anxiety. No, no, man. Let these people work or whatever. You can draw like what? I guess maybe 6 to 8 hours a day
Hmm.
for only 5 days a week. You know,
Exact.
you
And,
could
and
do
then
that.
and that's not even counting like the other projects that they may have going on, right?
Right, right, right. You could do that in shifts and whatnot. Okay, I did a little bit of this part, a little bit of this part. You have a whole bunch of animators just sitting there ready to work and whatnot. You could delegate tasks to make everything sharp and clear and whatnot for the next person. There's got to be ways to work around to make it easier and whatnot, and
Well,
not so.
the thing is, I think it's not about like delegating the task. It's just about the amount of time they were given. That's it. They're
Mm.
pushed to do too much, too many projects within too small a window of time.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I can understand that.
Because
They don't
otherwise,
need.
like they're doing what they want to do. They're doing what they love.
Mm-hmm.
But if they've got like fucking they have to do 8 different animes in a series of, let's say, 6 months, and they have to do 3 seasons of each of those. They're gonna be dying.
Absolutely, and
That
that's
seems
not
to be
even
what the
necessary.
issue is. It seems like they're just not being given enough of a break, enough time to complete the mass amount of projects that are being put on them.
Right.
Which is why I'm also like, stop making animes for mediocre mangas. Let's stop. How about we focus on, some seinen and more popular, not more popular, but m- more intriguing stories out there. Shit that's actually going to be fire. And I know that fire is subjective to a person's interest and whatnot, but at the same time, you can go and look at a lot of the other stories that are out there that have more reach, that
I
would be
think
a project for longevity, rather than you dump out 12 episodes of an anime. It's kind of all right. People are expecting a second one, then it never fucking comes out.
yeah. Like, are we talking about manga here? Because I was thinking of Sen was that would be perfect for animation. You
Well,
just gotta
either
take,
or.
yeah, you really just gotta take your time with it.
There's a lot of good stories out there that should be being animated versus what is being animated right now.
Right, right. Exactly right. Because, like, you could take a whole light novel and, like, turn it into an anime. That'd be, like, is this the books a series, cool. Animate, make a movie out of all of them.
That's
Kind of like,
true.
kind of like how they do with Reacher. You know, there was like a lot of Reacher books,
Hmm.
and now they're making like movies based on each book or whatever. Then they made the TV show. TV show did better than a damn movie with Tom Cruise.
They said Tom
Man,
Cruise was not a good fit for who's
because
it,
he
Jack
was
Reacher?
small. Yeah, because he was small.
It wasn't because he was small. Is what do you call it? His face structure just didn't fit the type of character that Jack
Because
Reacher
he was
was.
small. Because like the whole thing was Reacher is like this big towering man in the books, right? So the guy that's playing on the guy that plays him on TV, perfect. Tom Cruise, too small. Not that
I think
Tom
it was
Cruise
he
didn't do
didn't
a good.
have the face. I just think he didn't have the face to support what Jack Reacher was supposed to look like. He was just too clean cut.
I don't know about that. I mean, like, yeah, he didn't have a beard or whatever, and it's not his first time playing military personnel, but like Tom Cruise, it just didn't sell because
He's clean cut.
nah, it was because he was too small.
It has
Like,
nothing to
but
do with his size, man. It has everything to do with the way that he presented the character. Because you
okay,
can have a
so
lot of people who are what do you call a smaller size or whatever, but you wouldn't have no idea thanks to movie magic. But the fact that Tom Cruise wasn't he's just too clean shaven, like the angles on his face, the hair, all the way that he acts, it's too much of what do you call it? Of a light, airy, cool guy. It's not the dark, brooding, intimidating guy type of character that
I
Tom Cruise
don't know.
puts out.
I don't know because Tom Cruise did play brooding and kind of intimidating, kind of real aggressive. But see, it didn't really match up as well as the other guy, Alan
Because his
Richardson.
face doesn't match that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, look at the other guy's face. It's rugged. It's the type of character that you see a lot of people imagining. What do you call it? Punisher, Spawn. Those dark types of characters to be. You're not gonna find a character like that looks like Tom Cruise.
Hmm. I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying about that, but I think we're kind of saying the same thing. It's
No,
just
I'm not saying. I'm saying it has nothing to do with his size.
I know you. I'm saying it has to
Yeah,
do with this size
yeah.
because
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
what I because
That's what I'm
that's what
saying.
I
It's
read
not the
in the
same
art.
thing.
That's what I read in like the articles in Reddit. When I say that we're saying the same thing, I think we both are saying that he wasn't taken well to the role
Mhm.
because he was missing a certain thing about it. It wasn't the
Element, yes,
acting,
exactly. He was missing elements of what the character is portrayed as.
right? The other guy has it down pat. That's it. So it is what it is.
Hmm.
It is what it is. We can both, disagree to disagree, but agree on that. The last point
Yes.
I brought up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
But yes. Um. Right. Fucking. What else did we end up watching yesterday though? There's speaking of mediocre shit though. I did
Hmm.
just watch one of the most mediocre animes. Um, I didn't even fucking finish it properly. Let me just
Yeah.
I'll pull it up. It's called Seirei Gensuki Spirit Chronicles.
Huh.
If you want a 12 episode anime that is mid, And I'm talking like 5.5 mid. You can watch that.
No thanks.
There Gensoku, the Spirit Chronicles. It has a really garbage story, pretty much. That's it. Very, very mediocre, average story about a kid who gets hit by a bus. So you get isekai'd into another world as an orphan. Discovers he has magic powers, saves the princess, blah blah blah.
Wow,
Gets
that
rejected
is.
by the kingdom, and then flees, blah blah. Saves a beastkin or demi-human, and it's your typical harem. It's literally like your basic typical harem story without the like the sexuality in it. You know,
Oh, I don't even care. Don't give me typical. Bump that. I need a
it's
twist.
it's just soft. It's soft as hell. And animation is basic. Powers are basic. The plot of why he's as strong as he is it's basic. Um yeah, it's really hard to get like any sort of attachment to the anime itself because you have the villain who's obviously very villainous. The people who are doing bad things are very bad. They're obviously not they're not likable characters, and it's very easy to make an unlikable character. The likable characters are they really don't really exist. It's just your main character, the female characters, because again, there's very little male characters portrayed. There's the protagonist, the antagonist, uh, and then maybe like a handful of other males in the show throughout the entire 12 episodes, and then the rest are just females. It's just dominated by female characters, and they're either older, so like motherly status, or they're all like floundering around their fucking MC.
Yeah, I don't even. I
It,
don't even
it,
want to.
it
I don't.
so
I don't. I don't want it anymore. I don't. I don't. I
yeah,
don't.
so like I'm rating everything for that particular anime. Yeah, 5.5 at the highest. Uh, opening and ending theme song, I'll give it a 3. And fight scenes, I'll give them a 3 because honestly they're garbage. And the storyline, I'll give it like a 2. So
Jeez.
yeah,
Jeez.
it's good for background noise. Cause literally, like I fell asleep for like 2 or 3 episodes, and I woke up and I still knew what was going on.
Not even
So
worth watching at all.
no, it's just it was all right. The other one I watched, I didn't finish it though. There's 2 episodes left. I'm pretty sure was Freerin, Beyond Journey's End. So I think this one was massively overhyped.
Mm.
And I have no problem saying that. It's definitely massively overhyped, and I don't think it reaches up to the level of Grimgar, Fire and Ash. The animation style is somewhat similar, but there's a difference. I don't know. The Grimgar, Fire and Ash just seemed a little bit more polished and a little shinier. I don't know if that's really a term. It had more of a sheen to it, and it was a little darker in shading. Freerun was very lightly shaded.
Mm.
Uh, uh, almost like I wouldn't say pastel. Would it be pastel? But it's like matte, a very light matte type of shading. I don't know
Mhm.
anything about animation and shading, so I might just be talking out my ass. But it wasn't really he didn't really draw me in like Gringar, Fire, and Ash did. Main character, okay. it's an elf, emotionally distant elf, yada yada, trying to get to know about humans. All right, so the storyline makes sense. It's flowing, it's cohesive. Lots of flashbacks to what they were or who she was before. And the flashbacks are cohesive as well, so they go along with the storyline as you learn more about the character. And basically, they get the apprentice. The apprentice is not your normal run of the mill apprentice. It's actually someone with a head on their shoulders, so that's good.
Hmm.
And basically it's like, oh, I live forever. And
Okay.
yeah, no, she's been living for like 1,000 years, and hasn't aged. So she just does that, and is basically redoing her journey of the hero shit that she was doing up until that point. So it's basically like the cycle is restarting.
Okay.
And yeah, and she's OP. That's the other thing. She's OP, and apparently her student is going to be just like her. Not an elf, a human, but will be just as powerful, if not. But we'll
Okay.
see. But it was pretty tame. There's only a
Okay.
few.
Cool.
Yeah, there's only a few intense battles.
That's cool. I I had heard about the free and whatnot. There was like this meme going on Twitter, and it was of the elf just doing some, just like holding it and looking at it all funny. So I'm glad that it basically has decent one. Does that ranked higher 5 out of 5?
Oh, fucking
Was
right,
it
yeah.
ranked higher than
I
five
would
out of
rate
5?
it at least a 7. But that's also the highest I would rate it, a 7.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? We
Juice.
might be having some audio issues on Georgia's side.
All right. Um. Apparently, Juice is going down for the moment.
Nope.
Give us a second while we get him backed up and running. This sounds out.
Well, my sound is perfectly on. It's probably Ray can't hear a damn thing. Anyways, give us 5 minutes here.
Hmm. We're gonna try this again.
Anyways, I got some. What do you call this? Some spicy beef saute soup that I ordered from a restaurant called Tan Hong's. Out here in Winnipeg, it's on Sargent. So if any of you Winnipeggers are listening to this podcast at
Oh,
any
that's
point in
pretty good.
time,
See,
hit up Tan Hong's, get some spicy beef satay soup.
no,
That's
I'm not
just
gonna
the
play it.
bomb. That is
I
some
messed up.
delicious clear your nostrils up because we're about to hit like -20 in the peg here. I mean, it hasn't snowed a damn lick, and it's gonna drop. It was about 0 degrees today, so very warm. So yeah, hit up Tan Hong's on Sargent. Get a spicy beef satay soup. It'll definitely open you up.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hmm. Try to
Yeah, we're just going through some technical difficulties right now. On Ray's side, because he apparently can't hear me. I guess the sound dropped out for him, and I'm still able to hear everything. So we're just gonna probably take 5 and
Okay.
try and fix it up here.
So you can't hear me? Okay.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Did you fix it?
I'm not sure. Like, I got out of Discord. I'm back at my laptop, and do I gotta restart Discord?
Well, if you can hear me, then that means you
Yeah.
fixed it.
Yeah. I guess. I guess. I guess.
So yeah, that was on your side there, because I shouldn't be able to have both be able to hear everything if it was mine fucking up here. But what the hell were we even talking about?
The last I remember,
Ah, yes,
we were.
free rent. Give me a
Yeah.
7. Yeah, no, it's a solid 7. It ain't going up or down. Um,
Yeah.
he was entertaining to watch, but
Hmm.
I found the villains kind of lackluster. Or sorry, I found the main villain kind of lackluster. Um, and not for the fact that Freeran is OP or anything like that. It had nothing to do with that. It was just a soft mage battle, I guess, with the apprentice. Or there, I guess there wasn't just enough oomph or build up suspense to it. Um, the warrior though they had on their team, he was almost a useless git, but he did do pretty well once he realized, that he's fighting someone that doesn't know how to actually use the techniques that his master is using. That's as much as I'll give, so I don't give too much away.
Yeah.
But anyone that wants something magic based with an OP character and 2 noobs, I definitely
Wow.
suggest watching Freeran. Because well, the thing is that she didn't want to take an apprentice. Okay, that's one of the things
Okay.
in the show. So that's why I'm calling them 2 noobs, not as a NOOB, but NEWB.
It almost feels like this is a fanatical slice of life.
It, I wouldn't call it slice of life because there's not really any aspects in it that would indicate it being slice of life. Like they're not really relaxing or doing day to day stuff. The whole premise of the show is that she's collecting magic books and spells. The reason why you can find out by watching the show on Crunchyroll or where the fuck it is. Make sure you're paying for it or watching it from someone else's account who's paying for it. And if you're not, well, I don't care either way. So that's Freeran. Definitely, I would recommend it. 7 out of 10. Yeah,
R matey.
that's right. R.
Yeah.
Oh, have you started
So
watching? What are you gonna say?
go ahead
No,
first.
no,
Have
no.
I
You go.
started
You
what?
go.
Well, I was about to discuss like the manga I read today and
Okay,
whatnot.
let's go. Let's hear
Um.
it.
Wow. All right. So lately, everything's been getting good. We still got Kagurabachi. Their their villain Sojo is just he's really taking the cake, bro. He's really taking the cake as like the best villain in like 2004, 2000, the end of 2003, 2004.
Damn.
Oh, this man's killing subordinates, all of that. Then kidnap a mother and a kid, and like dissected the kid. He made a dude blow up and kill him and his sister.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, this guy is pretty evil. So like anyway, that's that. Uh, Legend of Northern Blade today. Oh my god.
I have not read it yet.
Then I shall not spoil it for you, friend.
Let me just I will take literally 5 minutes to look it up and read right now because I don't even know what I'm doing. I was reading Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, chapter 190, but
Yeah,
I ended up doing other shit because you know me. I read the manga manhwa in bursts. So
yeah.
let's just see. We'll get back to Northern Blade. Put that on the list. Actually, I'll write it down right now. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
Well, we'll make sure we get back to it because I know the readers are going to want to hear about this,
Hmm.
no matter when they listen to it. Northern Blade. Okay, so we was talking about games in the group chat before the
Hmm.
podcast, and the one that seems to have set everyone's balls on fire right now is Divinity 2. Like they're still talking about it. They're still talking about
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. They're talking about all their troll moves. I'm like, wait a second. I don't know if I would even want to play with y'all anymore. I don't
Nah, you.
know. I don't
Nah,
know.
you have to. The thing is though, you're gonna have to you're either gonna have to watch out for the trolling, so make sure you make a character that can detect shit, or you're gonna have to start shit first and kill him off immediately. That's the only way. Me, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let it roll how it rolls. I'm probably gonna get my ass taken out by someone. I know that much because at certain times I just forget what I'm doing. I just go play. I'm just gonna go play. But it'll be 3 out of 4 people's first time playing Divinity. Divinity 2, and I don't think we're gonna be doing no allyships because we already know how the game ends.
Oh no, we're not gonna do no ally shit. I am running, straight up running. If I could tell you the stuff that was being discussed in this group chat, it's normal troll behavior at the end of the day. But man, I'm joining the game to hang out and have fun with the homies. For the homies to do that kind of stuff, nah, this is not my homies. I
That's part of
am.
the fun though. That's part of the fun because you're the homies. It's like when the gods have avatars and they make them fight the avatars, each
Mhm.
other's avatars, and the avatars will hate each other, but the gods are just like, "Ha, it's just a game, guys."
Right. Yeah, I guess, but it's like I don't know. That I don't know. Like you trying to take the game seriously and you trying to drink a potion, but it turns out that's not a potion, it's poison. Come on, man.
That's taking the
It,
game seriously though, because that's part of what you can do.
that's like GT. I can see that now. That's like I'm trying to actually enjoy the actual game and whatnot, and out of nowhere, like it's kind of makes me feel like reminds me of GTA Online.
Yeah, but it's I would say you gotta like separate it from GTA Online in the sense that GTA Online they just gonna come up on you, they're gonna run up on you and shoot you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Whereas in the game, I'm pretty sure the gameplay makes it so you're automatically a rival, and you can't just run up on someone and fucking what do you call it snatch them. You're gonna have to go into combat or sneak or do something, but you're gonna have to be creative to actually take your opponent out.
Okay.
So it's not, and it's turn based. It's gonna be turn based most likely as well.
Wow.
Unless that's the best. That's strategy right there. Unless you got a high enough sneak, I guess, and you fucking ambush.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I just have a feeling I'm going to be learning a whole lot.
Hell
I
yeah, yes you will.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes you will.
I wonder, is it better to play it on console or PC?
For you, whatever works. I'm just gonna be getting it on PC because I do not do console anymore. I won't be doing console until I find a game comes out that I want to buy. That's specifically for console,
Mm-hmm.
or that's specifically for console. Good, I mentioned that. Or my kids are requesting it because they want to play console games. I think that would be the only point I'm getting a console. Uh,
Okay.
and it sucks. I'm actually kind of disappointed because I would like to get one, but I can't justify getting one and letting it sit there and not touch it. Like I'm not gonna buy another entertainment system.
I feel you. I
Yeah, I'm
feel
not. I'm not gonna buy an expensive DVD player. I'm not.
you. Expensive Blu-ray player. Correction.
Same fucking thing. They're about to go extinct anyways. But no, you're right. Like that was the thing. It was like I could play movies back in the day, like the PS2. That was the thing. You could play fucking movies on it, and then now it's like I don't just want to play movies on it.
Mm,
I want to play games on it too.
mm.
I want to play it. And everyone's saying, oh yeah, there's games on it. There's games on it. Yeah, I know there's fucking games on it. That you got PSN Games Plus or whatever. But I don't want those games. I don't want those games.
Right. Oh, that's right. I did not think about that. Like, if I got the online version, then I can't use it as a DVD player anymore.
No.
Oh well, I'll have to pirate my whole collection then.
Use a VPN, guys. Use a VPN because those fucking strikes ain't funny. Those strikes ain't funny.
Yeah,
Allegedly,
you
I
know.
know someone that got a strike not too long ago for pirating a game, a very popular game that came out in September. And allegedly, they pirated another game earlier, but there was no strike warning. But I think that was because it was sent to them through a file rather than torrented. Allegedly.
Mm,
You'll never get my
that
money.
makes it makes sense.
I will purchase one of the two of the games that have been pirated. Allegedly pirated. Because the other one is worth the money. I just wanted to try it out
You
and
know,
it's
I
definitely
think
worth it.
let's just make a note not to discuss pirating. We
No,
don't want to.
we're gonna talk piracy as much as possible and we're gonna say fuck you, Nintendo. I will what do you call it? Promote everyone pirate and emulate all your shit because you're a bunch of fucking cunts who don't want to release the games and content that you have.
Okay.
Nintendo could go fuck itself, honestly. But yes, listen, you don't restrict content because you can. That's just straight super villain type shit. And we already know that Disney has that spot for a supervillain activity. Nintendo should not be part of that world. Nintendo's supposed to be nice, fun, and caring, and loving to gamers. They're acting like what Microsoft should be acting like.
Mm.
These are just ramblings from a madman, so don't worry about it. Anyways, moving on. Um,
Yeah, we'll talk more about pirating later, Juice.
we'll always talk more about pirating and how to get away with it. So yes, Boyoung Hyun, she's the one fucking aggravating damn mans. He's fucking
Oh,
he's nuts right now. I'm just going through it. Oh, he just attacked her and is crushing her through the wall.
oh yeah, he destroyed everybody in that room.
Yep.
He destroyed everybody. That's why I'm like, you know what? He's gonna end up being Jin's partner.
Yep.
Those two are gonna unite and whatnot, cause he never had any hatred towards Jin
Not at all.
Sohan. So like, the only thing I can see is like, how strong am I? Am I strong enough to take him out? Let's see. That's the only situation I can see that. But for the right now, because the Moyon family is weak. Sherman soft. The sister is clapped. And today's chapter, Matt, this could continue. I don't want to spoil nothing, but you know, let's just say the Moyon family, they're easy, super easy. Anyway, but yeah, Northern Blade, that was very good this week. I gotta get an understanding how far I can discuss and how or whatnot. Innocent viewers repoint. Did not see that coming. It's like, how do you say his name? Do Yoon Hook or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you call it? Regressor boy.
the regressor, yes. It's like he set himself up for the win. He kicks the two kids down the hole, says, "Yeah, you go fix this."
Well,
Later on, yeah,
you know why he's all of a sudden setting himself up for the win, right?
right.
No, do you?
I think I did. I just at the moment my memory's hazy. He set it up because he knew they were the ones that would have to to they would be the ones that had to kill the plant basically.
Yeah, but the thing is, he wouldn't have even been able to come to that conclusion at all, regardless of all his regressions, if
Because
our
it was different.
MC hadn't saved those fucking kids
Yeah,
and brought them along. He would not have been able to get this far and be able to do, because I think, what is it, all his other regressions, he's always been on the protector's
yeah,
side.
yeah,
So there's a lot of things he's doing differently that he hasn't done in any of his regressions, and I think that's taking a positive effect on him, which is why he hasn't punched what do you call it? What the fuck
Dokajin.
do they call him? The Ugly King?
Is Kim Dokja.
Yeah, the plain looking king or some shit like that.
Oh, you've been reading that other one. What's it called? The World After the End.
No,
No, but
no.
he has been called the Ugly King. It's just that's the other's place where he's been called the Ugly King.
Because I'm pretty sure they called him that in Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Like, that was one of his titles.
The Ugly King.
Or something like that. He was not. He's just an average, plain looking guy, despite them being like, but he's not.
Yeah. Yeah, that is an inside joke for that series.
Mm-hmm.
He's the ugly guy, but he's not really that ugly. That's gotta suck.
But you know how what do you call it? What the stereotype that we receive from social media about Korean aesthetics, Korean views on aesthetics are that the
Mhm.
prettier a guy is, and the more bold they are, I guess the more handsome they seem to the public, and if they're more quiet and whatnot, it's not really seen, or a bookworm, they're not really seen as such.
Mhm.
That's just what I am picking up from all the little media that I read, and then like the whole craze about K-pop and all of that, right?
Yeah.
So we're not going to talk about K-pop ever, so don't even ask. This is the only time.
I was
But yeah,
not.
it's just that I think that type of mentality that the story is playing into, and you did see it. You do see it a lot, I guess, in Asian pop, Asian mainstream pop, and it's mirrored in Western pop as well, with the whole Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, and Sing, Backstreet Boys, Christina Aguilera, like all those boy bands and groups. Uh,
Yeah, but
uh,
that's kind of weird and backwards though, cause oh, if
but
you're
that's how it was. That's
yeah.
what mainstream media was pushing back then, right?
Mhm.
Look at the whole size 0, size 2 type shit that we grew up with. girls would like be fucking crying if they were a size 8 or something fucking perfectly normal. They'd be crying because they don't fit into a size 0, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, you don't really want to
Um,
be a size 0. You
yeah,
are small.
and it's just now there's more of a body positive movement out. I'm not talking about obese positive or anything like that. We're not talking about those crazy ass movements because a lot of those
Mhm.
types of influencers have actually died before they've reached 45. I think
Mhm.
the oldest one was like 42 or some shit. Uh, but we're just talking about body positive. So it's about being healthy, being able to, be active, um, but at the same time, like loving your body and keeping it healthy. So we're not saying being like super thin or super muscly. We're talking about being able, like, you can run without losing. You can go up the stairs, up and down the stairs without losing your breath. You can bend to touch your toes. You can go for a jog. It's not going to bother you. You can pick up weights without like getting sore or stuff. You can go to the gym and be easy, and have a good time and actually get a good workout in. But you don't have to look the way that, like, influencers or mainstream media says, oh, this is what a fit person looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Just that's the healthy stuff. As long as you're moving around and doing what you got to do and keeping your levels where they're supposed to be, it should be fine. That's all you should really worry about. And if you want to go and do more, like start bodybuilding or whatever, then yeah, do that safely.
Yeah. Right on, man. Right on. Ooh.
We
So
got a
what's the
couple
next
more
topic?
minutes left.
What? Oh, yeah, we do.
I'm
Hmm.
I'm still reading through this. I think I got I think it's 2 chapters that I missed out on.
What? Well,
Normally, yeah, I
yeah.
don't read every single week. It'll be maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'll read, and it's because I'm always looking for something that's longer too. Remember I was saying that before? I'm always
Oh,
looking for a
yeah,
3 hours
yeah,
a
yeah,
chapter. I'm gonna have to start
yeah.
reading Kingdom again. Start from the beginning.
Oh. Enjoy the ride, my friend.
I don't know what. I'm probably at like chapter 400 or something. I'm gonna have to go heat up this soup. It's definitely cold as a bitch.
I'm trying to think. What should I do? Should I go ahead and get the Should I go ahead and get the PlayStation 5 for my birthday?
You got a couple games for it? Then go for it. That's what I
Shoot,
think.
Mike. Well, I've got a PS Plus library.
Then you might as well. You got the
Yeah.
library. You actually play the games on the library. I don't. I don't play the games on my library. So, like, I used to turn the PS4 on and then just
Mhm.
sit there and be on my phone.
Oh.
Like,
Well,
yeah,
no.
that's
Well, what I'm saying is the my library, right?
no,
So
no,
like,
no, no, no. I know what you're saying. Like, your library of the PS Plus, like online, will
yeah.
enable you to play games on PS5. I'm just saying the reason, like, I don't play my games library and PS Plus games library. And I'm just giving
Mhm.
an example of what would happen. Like, I go to turn on a game and I just leave it on the game title screen for like fucking hours and then turn it off after because I literally would lose interest right away. So that's a good reason for you to grab a PS5. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying, yeah, go ahead and grab one because you're gonna play your PS Plus games. You have a library you actually enjoy.
Yep. All I gotta do is switch over to PS5 versions, and I could play PS5 stuff, and I could just literally just go ahead and buy Tekken 8.
Hey, hey, that's
Mhm.
good. That's good.
Oh yeah.
I haven't bought a fighting game since Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Which one was it? The one for PS4.
Hmm. Soul Calibur or
I Mortal Kombat.
oh Mortal Kombat. Okay. I thought you said which is the other one.
No, no, I don't know which one it was that came out for PS4, but that's the last fighting game I've ever bought.
hmm Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like fighting games, but damn, I don't got the hyper focus for it. My hyper focus does not is not conducive to fighting games. It's conducive to strategy and fucking
Well,
mayhem.
it's for me. It also comes down to, okay. Well, a fighting game is one thing I could play with other people, you know. And when we meet up, sometimes we'll play a fighting game and whatnot. I like fighting games, even though I'm not that good at it. I am, and when I say not that good, as in I can't do like 10-hit combo chains and stuff like that. Um, or do mix-ups or whatever, wave dash and all that jumbo. But I love like the lore of the games. I love, watching them in action. I love the thrill of it all when you play. Like especially on Tekken, when it comes down to a close call, that camera will pan in and the time will slow down. And if you're lucky and you use the right move, you get to see your victory in slow motion. But if not, you were close and then you go down. And it's like, oh,
Damn,
I
really?
love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. And sometimes the fighting games have like good music to go along with it.
Yeah.
Like that new Tekken 8 character select song, you could YouTube it. It's catchy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
yeah, yeah. I haven't forgotten about getting the desk though and stuff like that.
No, don't worry about the desk. That's some other shit. It takes time to get your setup done.
Yeah.
You gotta worry about your computer first. I don't know if you guys tuned into the last episode, but Ray was telling us that he's building a desktop right now. He's got a mid tower. It's
Yeah.
just something small to start off with, and then he can finally join the PCMR. Uh,
Yeah.
I've been
MR.
in and out of the capital city of PCMR over the years. I did start off PCMR. I wasn't a console baby. Then I guess in my preteens, I finally got my first console, barring the handhelds. So if we're gonna include a handhelds, the first one would have been a Game Boy, just a regular Game Boy, and then a Game Boy Color, then the Game Boy Advance. Then finally got a Nintendo GameCube, and then the PS2, 3, 4, and that's where I stopped. I did have an Xbox, but I've never bought an Xbox. I always traded it for drugs or it was given to me. Um, so that's where I am. But it's always been PC. It's always been PC that I've had the best connection to. Not saying console is bad or anything. It's just console. That's it. It is what
Oh
it
wow.
is.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. It does what it's supposed to do. It does it well. Why am I comparing like a device that's infinitely upgradable to something that's built specifically for a set number of tasks and requirements? You know.
Okay, man.
Well,
All
it's like
right.
it's like trying to like someone gets 100, right? And you're like, oh, my 1986 custom built twin turbo engine dragster is way better than your car. It's like your car is meant for fucking going down drag strips and shit. Of course, it's better. It's just that those types of comparisons, right? It's like, yeah, you can have a computer and you can have your console. Of course, the
hmm
computer is going to be better because it's meant to do more. The console is just meant to play games and entertain. Like, why are you comparing?
Yeah.
That's it.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't even know if that dragster is a real thing.
The drag strip is a real thing.
No, no, I know the drag strip is a real thing, but I don't know if the dragster is a real thing. I
Oh
just I
yeah.
just throw out whatever car shit I know.
Yeah, dragsters are real. They go to a drag stop. Excuse me. They go to the racetrack and they'll put their cars up against each other and take off down the. Yeah, man, that stuff is real.
Well, yeah, that stuff is real, but I was just talking about the one that I was specifically
Oh,
describing.
oh, hilarious, hilarious.
But yeah, we got what do you call it? We got a couple minutes left. Literally a couple
Okay.
minutes this time. But I don't know, any last words you want to say? Oh shit! Before we do that, I did want to quickly go through the New Year's what do you call it, improvement tips that we have. Excuse my
Yes.
ass. Um, so number one that I heard was to take 3 long breaths before solving a problem. Okay. If it takes 2 minutes, do it right away. Okay. Make your
Hmm.
inner self talk positive. That's a hard one.
Yes, very hard.
Yeah, a lot of us do negatively talk to ourselves, talk to ourselves very negatively in our inner monologues. For those of us that have inner monologues, I know some of you weirdos out there don't have a voice in your head or anything like that, and
You
I don't know
have
what to
no
say to you.
conscience.
They have a conscience; they're just an NPC.
That is no type of conscience, sir.
It's an AI. It's a conscience, but it's programmed. It's programmed.
Oh wow! If somebody's uh inner conscious was an NPC, that would explain why the world is so screwed.
Exactly, my friend. You ever let the
Oh my
Sims
god!
just run wild by themselves? That's exactly what the fuck's happening. Um, next one is communicate to over communicate. So make sure that they're very clear on the communication. Like there's no such thing as over communicating. You want to strive for that point so no one can really say, well, you didn't explain it properly. You know, if you fucking like wasted like if you said something will take 1 minute to explain it and you took 3 minutes to explain it because you explained it several times, you have done the correct thing. And if they don't get it, that is on them to ask further questions. Okay. And finally, stand up and walk every hour. A lot of us work sedentary jobs. Uh, Even more
Oh
of us
yeah,
don't go to
keep it moving. Keep it.
exactly. I know you be standing a lot, Ray, and you go to the gym, so no one has to say nothing to you. But we do have a lot of people in our lives, and that we know that just sit at home all day or sit at work all day and go home and sit some more, and they're inactive, and that is detrimental to the body. So
Oh
just get up,
yes.
walk around, stretch, jumping jacks, push-ups, whatever. Wall push-ups. You don't even got to get on the floor. Just push yourself off the wall a couple of times. You'll be fine. You can
If I
work your
may
way up
make
to
a
the win.
suggestion,
Go right ahead.
find a body weight workout to do. You don't need a gym. You don't need a gym membership, and you won't have to feel bad about giving up. Basically, practice on your consistency. Just show up every day. Take it one day at a time. Whether it's the working out or a new interest, hobby, or a promise. Just take it one day at a time. I hope that everybody, would have the dream, the courage to improve yourselves. Because, like, there's just no point in sitting around despairing or getting depressed over things you can't change or people that you can't control. So,
Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
right.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Join us next week or whenever the hell you decide to show up again for our next recording. I'm not even sure what we're going to cover for next week. I
Well,
did
then,
have the topic, but it literally escaped my head like a sack of gas in an open hole. So
wow. Well, let's work on it and become more consistent for the fans. How
no,
about
we're consistent enough. We talk about anime, we talk about all
that?
this shit. If they don't like it,
More.
they can what do you call it? always
No,
go do something else or turn on in the background. We do appreciate you
no.
guys for listening though, and if you do have any suggestions or topics you'd like to have us discuss or questions or whatever, you can always hit us up on social media or what do you call it, personally, if you have our personal DMs or profiles. You can always just shoot us a message and be like, hey, why don't you I'd like to hear about this on podcast, and we're more than happy to entertain y'all. But the topics we will keep discussing as usual, and that's it for tonight. Thanks for coming in, everyone.
Take care.